You.
You.
What's up? It's been a while.
It's a while.
Peeps.
Yeah.
Another Mick and Duane show, episode 83.
83.
Can you imagine we've done 83 of these damn stupid shows?
Yep. We can do it.
We can do
We
it.
ain't got nothing else to do.
Sure. Thanks for everyone that tunes in or watches it later. That's awesome. Duane and I hanging out in the studio. Dude, I am so tickled that I'm starting to see green leaves on trees.
Yes. Springtime is coming.
I think we ought to just do away with January and February.
Yeah, just be done with them.
In Kentucky.
Just sleep through them.
Yeah, we'll just do away with it. January and February suck.
They suck. Yeah. Makes me depressed.
I think I was outside today. I was just looking, and I saw some green. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate the people that live out in like California or all these places where the climate is the same all the time.
It's green all the time. They don't understand this.
Well, they don't appreciate spring when it comes.
Mm.
I really enjoy having all four seasons.
Yeah, I do too.
It makes you appreciate every season.
Yeah. And then you got your raccoon that ate all your koi. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, it was just goldfish, but yeah, fuck that sumbitch. I think I caught him.
Did you catch him?
I caught one.
You got one?
I think it was him.
Yeah.
Because I've set
Was
the
he
trap.
fat? Was he fat?
Yeah, he's pretty fat. Yeah.
He was full of your goldfish.
Yeah, sumbitch ate 13 of them. I had 13. They've been living there for 5 years.
Yeah.
And one guy figured out how to eat all of them.
Yeah.
I've seen possum. The cats come up to, and I see them on my camera, my fish cam. I spent I don't know how much.
Well, cats probably don't.
No, they won't get in the water.
They don't fish.
No, they'll look. They want it, but
Yeah.
they're not getting in the water. I've had possum. I've caught them on there. They get in there and just take a bath, and then they get back out. Coons, cats.
But the raccoon,
That dude.
he was hungry.
He was hungry. Yeah, he got in there and ate all of them. I caught him on camera eating one,
Some bitch.
and then I saw him come back the next night. But the camera, it only records like 5-10 seconds, and it was like a week. And then I went out to my fish pond. I'm like, I don't see any fishies swimming around, and I've got a cover to where I learned, they got to have an escape path.
Yeah.
So I put like this big long piece down there, to where if there's something happening, they can escape.
Yeah.
But they didn't escape. They were stupid. They kept swimming around. He got all of them. He ate 13 of my fish.
13 fish.
13 fish in 2 nights.
Damn.
So that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
And I caught him, and I made a West Virginia resident of him.
Did you?
Yeah. Because if you, from what I researched and read, you got to take them at least 5 miles away.
Yeah. Or they'll come back.
Oh,
okay.
So if I take him to West Virginia,
That's good.
We're crossing a river. He's not gonna find his way back.
No, probably not.
I wanted to kill him,
Yeah.
and Pam wouldn't let me. I'm like, I'll take him over the hill and I'll shoot his ass. I'll take a 22.
AK-47.
Yeah,
Pop, pop.
I can keep him from coming back.
Yep.
Just take a little 22. Boom.
Yep.
Just get rid of him. Oh, Alvin sending me stuff. Hey, come on, Alvin.
We're busy.
Join us live. Come on. Join us live. Come on.
Who's that?
Caleb.
Hey, Nick.
Oh, guy wanting to record. What's up, dude?
How's it going?
So, you're getting a little glimpse of the studio here. Duane and I are hanging out.
Chilling.
And contemplating great conversation.
We are.
Sure.
That takes mental aptitude.
Well, yeah. So we'll expand the studio a little bit. So this is only the control room.
Yeah.
This is only the control room. We have a drum room and amp room over here. Plus
Vocal
we have
booth.
vocal booth over here. So lots of cool stuff. And unlike other studios, you can stand straight up.
Yeah.
Do both of you run the studio? No, I run the studio. Duane is the drinking assistant.
Drinking assistant.
I run the studio. But Duane,
From time to time, I have input, musical input, from time to time, but I keep it to a minimum.
Duane is a muse, a very good muse. He will hear stuff that I don't hear.
But I try to stay silent until something really comes to my mind that I think really will benefit.
Right.
Otherwise, I just stay in the background.
Well, because sometimes I am concentrated on what's being recorded and being involved in the technical aspect of it. And then Duane will pop in and say, well, oh, I hear this. And then I'll be like, oh, you hear what? And then I'll say, oh, you're right. Yeah.
I think we're a pretty good team.
We're a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm the owner and the recording engineer and producer, but my co-producer will
Speak up from time to time.
speak up from
I
time
try
to
to
time.
keep silent until it's really something that I think is important.
Yes. So you will hear stuff that I don't hear because I'm concentrated over here.
On the technical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a listener, right?
I'm more of a listener than you are probably sometimes.
Yeah. You'll hear stuff. So
But
yeah, it's okay.
I do like to contribute when I think it's necessary.
Yes.
I try to keep it to the minimum because there's a lot of stuff goes on in the studio
Yes.
and you don't want to throw out too much shit. You just got to make it important stuff. When you have something to say, you make sure it's important.
So anyone that comes in, Duane may not be here every time,
Nope.
but when I play back,
Yeah, I'll be
Recordings.
here for playbacks.
he'll say, "Oh, I hear something," and I don't hear it, but you'll point out something. I'm like, "Yep, you're right. I didn't."
I've had a few good contributions along the way.
Very good. Yeah, very good. So yeah, we put out several albums here, several songs.
Different genres too.
Yep,
Yeah.
we do country. We don't do bluegrass.
No,
Bluegrass, don't come here. Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, don't come here. Mostly rock,
Mostly.
metal, but we do a lot of country.
Yeah,
Because we have friends
The
that-
area that we're in.
We have friends that our singer in our band, the Four Skulls, Caleb. If you want to listen to some of our stuff that we put out, look up Four Skulls on whatever you listen to. Four Skulls, Passion Remains. Look up 3 Days Under. Look up Shames Edward. Look up Symbolic Gesture. Who else has been released? I don't think Paul Iker, his stuff's country. It hasn't been released.
Hadn't been released, yeah.
But you look up some of those, give you an example of the type of quality of product we put out. I think it's good.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's all good. Yeah, you can message me if you want
This is
links.
some Shane's Edwards in the
stuff.
background right now.
Yep, some Shane's Edward. Yep. Oh, awesome stuff.
Good stuff.
So Caleb, we will help produce if you like. If you don't want our input, we'll shut up and we'll just record what you want. up to you. We'll give you suggestions, and if you want to take them, fine. If you don't, whatever. All right.
But it's a good time. It's fun. It's a good time in here.
So
in the studio is a good time.
Yeah, studio time is the best time. Studio time is the best time. We only do these songs. We only do these shows.
Yeah.
After we've had a little bit of bourbon.
A little bit of bourbon.
When we record, there's not bourbon.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little. It's earlier.
Yeah.
But when we do these stupid shows, there's a little bit of bourbon going on.
A little bit of bourbon.
Yeah, a little bit of bourbon. But that's not the recording process. So, all right. So we'll talk Sunday.
Yeah, we'll talk to you
Yeah,
Sunday.
he wants us to help produce. So
We can help you.
yeah, we'll help. Yeah, we'll throw out what we think.
We'll throw our ideas. It's always up to you because you're the one paying the bill, but
Yeah.
we'll definitely throw out our ideas.
Well, we want the best product, right?
We want
We want the best product in their vision on what they want.
Yeah.
So we'll just see how it goes. All right. So let's move on to news.
Yeah.
We looked.
We looked.
We didn't. There's not much news.
Yeah.
Uh,
The only thing is the Kiss
yeah,
invades Las Vegas or whatever they're calling it.
I didn't find that, but you saw it. So Kiss is actually going to play again. Who all was playing that you read?
Well, Bruce Kulick.
Bruce, awesome.
With Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. I don't know the drummer. They didn't mention it.
Well, they'll probably
They're kind of being vague about.
Of course they will be.
Yeah,
Of course they will.
It's non-makeup. It's not a big production show.
It'll be Eric Singer, I guarantee.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be Eric Singer. Hey, whatever those guys want to do,
They're still staying true to their word. It's not a makeup show. It's not a full-on Kiss show. It's more of like what they used to do at the Kiss conventions. That's
Okay.
what I envision saying.
Okay.
See
Well,
it
that's
happen.
cool. I mean, those guys, you can't fault them. So that's been their life.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with
They're
themselves.
70 years old, 70 plus.
Yeah.
Gene, as soon as Kiss was done, he scheduled all these shows. He's coming out. He's just playing Kiss songs.
As the Gene Simmons band, but they weren't drawing.
Right.
Didn't get enough ticket sales, so he canceled some of them.
Well, his tickets were high.
Yeah.
I think is the reason why. From what I read, he was trying to charge Kiss ticket numbers to see Gene Simmons with his band, and I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I've seen Kiss, I don't know, 5-6 times.
Yeah.
First show was January, I think it was 9th, 1978.
Yeah.
It was my first concert. That was Kiss Alive 2 tour. And then I didn't see him again until actually Bruce Kulick was in the band when Asylum came out.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started seeing him again. And then the first reunion tour with Ace Frehley and Peter Criss.
Yeah. We saw that together.
In 96.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went with us to
We
Louisville.
yeah.
We went to Louisville. If you're Kentucky, you say Louisville.
Louisville.
Not Louisville.
Louisville.
So it's Louisville.
Louisville.
Or Louisville? No, it's
Louisville.
No, it's Louisville.
It's Louisville.
Let's see who all's on. Hey, Lori, what's up? Hello, gorgeous. You talking about me? I think she's probably talking about you.
Maybe.
What's up, Eric? Erica, remind me, I still owe you some CDs from the Midnight Riders. I haven't forgot about
A
it.
lot of people chimed in.
Yep. Most of it was Caleb.
Oh, most of it Caleb.
Yep.
Okay.
It's cool. But Erica, remind me, send me a message. I've got the Midnight Riders audio. I need to make you, I don't know, 3-4 CDs. I will do those. I have not forgot. Oh, Tyler's on. Wait, let's talk about the final. Oh yeah. Ticket prices. He's actually Oh yeah, so Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Tyler's remind me they're going to do one last show.
He'll probably
Maybe a couple.
be in a seat.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's going to be in a seat.
Well, I mean, Hart is doing a tour right now, and Ann Wilson's in a wheelchair.
She is?
Yes.
In a wheelchair?
In a wheelchair.
They were just at Charleston.
Just at Charleston. Well, she's saying she needs to be at the wheelchair because her left arm is broken. It needs to be elevated, and so she's got pillows under her left arm. She's still singing like
a.
Well,
I mean, remember when Dave Grohl, broke his leg or something?
Yeah, they still went on.
Yeah, he's like, well, I mean, you got these shows booked, and something happens, you can't cancel.
She's might be still fighting, or she just is over fighting cancer. So she's not backing down, even though she's fighting several physical ailments. She's still out there singing.
Oh, Erica, you got some James stuff off his phone? Hell yeah, I'll pull that stuff in Pro Tools. Yep, I'll pull it in. We'll do it. Yeah, anything James, God bless him.
Yeah,
I don't think we've done anything since James passed.
No.
So James Ellswick, a legend, another legend in our music scene locally here.
Yeah.
I played with him a couple times. He played in Alvin's band for a long time.
Yeah.
He's just he's just one of those guys, just a virtuoso that can do anything. He could play bass, he could play guitar, as good as anyone. Played drums. Awesome drummer.
He played drums
He played drums for Passion Remains when we opened for Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he play the Motley Crue tribute?
He played in the Motley Crue tribute with us.
Yeah.
He played Izzy's parts. I played Slash's parts.
Yeah. He
could have played Slash's parts, and I could have played, but I was Slash at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a phenomenal musician.
All around musician.
Yeah. Sadly passed on just a couple months ago. Yeah, that's a really
very great to work with.
Yeah.
Easy going
guy. So many guys. I hope you're not doing a show about me next week.
Or me.
Or you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like they all are going quick.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks to get this age and guys passing away in their 50s.
It's too soon.
Yeah. So yeah, Erica, just remind me to burn you those CDs. I've got the stuff saved, and he was in a band with that Midnight Riders is him and Greg Brown and a couple other guys.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think it was Greg that brought me. It was like a cassette, and I imported it into Pro Tools.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got it digitized. We can.
Well, we were talking earlier about Beatles and Paul McCartney.
Yep.
And you said, wait till we get on the show and talk about it. We were talking about Hey Jude and Baby I'm Amazed. Those are two of mine. I love those songs. So, what did you have to say about them?
Well, they're phenomenal songs. So I'm going to get weird on you. So Alvin, the conspiracy guy, thinks Paul's not Paul.
Oh, Paul's not Paul?
I don't know. He's into the conspiracy thing about, Paul's dead.
Yeah, with the barefoot on the Abbey Road.
Oh, Jesus. Alvin.
I don't know. I think Paul's Paul.
I do too.
He is.
You can't mimic that scene.
That talent, it just follows him. He's still booking shows, selling out shows to this day.
My cool Van Halen shirt.
Van Halen shirt, yeah.
Pam bought me my cool Van Halen shirt. What's that say? 1984.
1984, tour of the world.
My first Van Halen show, 1984.
Yeah.
My first time seeing
Rock. I didn't see it in 84, Rock. I really wanted to. I didn't get to make it.
I had to go to Dayton.
Dayton.
I went to
Wow.
I went to Dayton, Ohio to see him. My first time seeing Van Halen in 1984. So that's when I started playing guitar. Was 1984.
Well, that was a monumental tour.
Oh yeah.
That was the last of the David Lee Roth tours.
Last of the David Lee Roth era.
I mean,
and then
before they got back together.
Right. Then I got to see him 2 more times with Roth. But then I went through. So it's 5. So I've seen him 8 times. Van Halen 8 times. So it was 5 times. It was. Let me back up. So I saw him in '84 with Roth in Dayton at the Hare Arena.
That's when they had the hammer guy.
Yes.
Yeah. As their logo.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got to see him in '84, and then the next 4 times I saw him with Sammy.
Yeah.
And then I went to the Weird Show. Pam and I went. My wife Pam.
With Gary Sharon.
Gary Sharon. We went to Columbus.
But he actually played some of the backlog shit.
Oh yeah, he played. He
played the ball.
He didn't care.
Yeah.
So, but it was so weird. Eddie was in a really weird state then. He was a really.
Well, he went through stages.
He was in a really weird, coked up stage. But we went to Columbus at Polaris, and I didn't know what to expect. But Gary Sharon come out in a brown leisure suit with high water pants or whatever. It was just weird. I'm sorry, that album was not great.
No.
There was one decent song on there.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie's played it and it's always great.
Yeah, anytime Eddie's playing, it doesn't matter who it is. You know, if you can see Eddie Van Halen play.
To make a good song, it needs a good vocalist.
Yeah. And I've said this on a show probably 30 shows ago.
He's a good vocalist, but he's got to be with the right people.
Right. So here's my comparison. Now, I've told you this probably 20, 30 times. So I like Extreme. Love Extreme.
I do.
And love Van Halen. Okay, so my comparison is I like grapefruit juice.
Mm-hmm.
I like chocolate milk. But I don't like them together.
No.
I don't like them together.
Yeah.
So that's my comparison.
I mean, sometimes you got to throw people together and see if it works, and it just did. It didn't work.
It didn't work that time.
It works with, Gary Sharon and Nuno Betancourt. They work together.
They work great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuno is the guy now, people.
Yeah.
Nuno's the guy.
He's the one.
Let's look at the original stuff. Drummer. So James was drummer for the Midnight Riders. Okay, I wasn't sure what part he did. I knew Greg played guitar. Lord. Okay. Did y'all see the Skyscraper tour? I'm not sure
that one. No, I saw
Eat 'Em and Smile.
Eat 'Em and Smile.
That was with Poison in Huntington, right?
I think it was Cinderella. No.
When David Lee Roth come out on a surfboard, that was Poison open.
Was it Poison?
Poison open for him.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Poison.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Who'd you say?
Cinderella.
No, it was Poison.
Okay.
Poison open for David Lee Roth. They had he had Steve Viney's band. Billy Sheehan
on bass.
He'd already left.
Did he?
They had so Greg Bissonette and his brother was playing bass by then.
I saw.
Can't remember his name.
I thought I saw him with Billy Sheehan.
I was expecting that, but didn't happen.
Okay.
I think he went to the same show as me.
Probably did.
So Huntington,
My memory is bad.
Billy Sheehan was not there. It was Greg Bissonette and his brother.
Okay.
Can't think of the other dude's name. Oh, this band right here is fucking kick ass here.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Four Skulls. Yep, Steve I had the heart-shaped guitar. Yep,
yeah.
Remember all that? Yeah, so that was Poison and opening up for him.
Okay.
So let's talk about Eddie for a second. So Eddie Van Halen, since I got the Van Halen shirt on, So I've seen several people try and play it. Okay, not try and play, but people play Eddie stuff. You know, Vi was up there and he had this look. You know, he was being an ass. You know, like, hey, I can play this shit. You know,
he can play it.
He can play it.
Joe Satriani can play it. They don't
have his feel. They don't have his feel.
The only person I've ever heard that has it is his son. Wolfgang. When he plays it, it sounds more like Eddie.
Sounds more like Eddie than anyone else.
And there's no way to get around it.
Yeah, the feel, the timing, everything. It just hits different, right? So I've heard Vi play it. I've heard myself play it. You know, I try and mimic it.
Yeah.
You know,
I've heard all kinds of people.
I get close, but the actual feel and the timing and everything, I've never. When his son done those couple songs in those Dave Grohl things.
Yeah. That's the closest you're ever gonna get to Eddie Van Halen.
Scott Minton. You.
As far as what I've heard and what you've heard and we've talked about it, Joe Satriani is a beast on the guitar.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't have the guts of Eddie Van Halen. It doesn't have it.
Right. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you can try and mimic someone. You know, I'm nothing, but if someone tried to mimic me,
well,
you would say, that's not Mick Bryan.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I called you out. You
right.
thought you mimicked somebody. And
Alvin. I thought I mimicked Alvin.
You thought you mimicked Alvin, and I was like, no, you still sound like you. I mean, when you develop a style, it doesn't go away.
Right.
It's in your fingertips. It's in your picking. It's in your mind. It's all kinds of three or four different things. You develop a style over years of playing.
I am what I am,
and you can't change it.
Right. So we need not. It's
try to reproduce Eddie Van Halen.
Well,
appreciate him for what he did. There's nobody that's going to replace him. There's nobody that's going to sound like him.
It's not an Olympic competition.
No, it's not.
You know, no one's going to sound like the other person.
No, except for his son.
His son was the closest.
His son's got his genetics.
Alvin sent me something of Nuno Betancourt, which is the dude now. And he played Hot for Teacher. And don't get me wrong, it sounded great, but
technically right,
but did he sound as good?
It didn't have the feel, the guts of Eddie.
It was great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
the dude can play.
He can
play. But
I know he can.
Did it sound as good as Eddie's boy playing it? No, did not.
But Eddie's boy doesn't want to play it. He wants to play his own stuff, and I understand that.
Yeah, Tyler says even his own music, you can hear Eddie in it. Yes, a little bit. So there was one song that Wolfgang actually used Eddie's rig. He used his Marshall. He used the Frankenstrat guitar, which is locked away in a vault.
Yeah.
You know,
as it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah. We'll be long gone before that guitar is sold.
Let me say something in a minute when you get done.
Nope, go ahead.
I don't get these people ranking guitarists and ranking Eddie at 3 or 4.
How can you rank guitarists anyway? How can you rank them? It's just what you like, what speaks to you.
I understand that too, but how can you put Eddie at 3 or 4?
How can you rank any guitarist?
Well, people are doing it.
I know it's clickbait. It's clickbait.
It's clickbait, yeah.
Clickbait bullshit. You know what kind of music speaks
Eddie,
to you?
I would still, even if I'm going to make clickbait, I'm going to put Eddie above Jimmy Page. I'm going to put Eddie above Jimi Hendrix even.
Yep.
I'm going to put Eddie at number 1, not 3 or 4. And that's just my opinion.
Because that's what speaks to you.
That's what speaks to me.
So
I wasn't alive when Jimmy Page or Jimi Hendrix was at their forefront.
you was alive, but you were like 2.
I was 2, yeah, 2 or 3. So I really believe that as the years go, Eddie will be appreciated more. The things that Eddie Van Halen done and Randy Rhoads done will actually at one point become classical music. As we consider Mozart and Beethoven, they will be
Wow, you're
considered classical music. They're innovators that will be revered in the years to come.
Duane's getting really deep on this.
Yep.
Way more than I thought he would.
Well, I'm sorry, this is what I believe.
Sure.
They were way ahead of their time.
Yeah.
And
Two people comment. So, Wolfgang's music. If you haven't, don't
dismiss it.
Don't dismiss him because he's Eddie's son. The dude is an excellent musician. His drumming, and I've listened to interviews with him. His favorite part is drumming, and he is a beast.
He is great on the drums.
He's a beast. If you listen to his stuff, he did all the guitar, all the bass, all the drumming, and all the singing, and every background vocal, and he recorded all of it at 5150, his dad's studio. So
it's an amazing thing that he has done for 2 albums. He's working on a 3rd one now,
Yep.
I think.
Help me out there. Open that up.
So I think the Van Halen, Rush, all this stuff is going to be classical music 200 years from now.
Right. So we're sweet. So it's all about perspective. I've told my dad, and I've told several people, your favorite music is what was popular when you were 17, 18 years old. So for my dad, the Everly Brothers,
Well,
that's his favorite stuff to listen to.
yeah.
Us, what's our first favorite stuff? What was out? Van Halen, Journey,
Rush.
Def Leppard. When Pyromania come out,
It was, that's
God.
that's a powerhouse.
Yeah,
Mutt Lange really done a number.
Ozzy's solo stuff. So he was done. By the time we were really listening to stuff,
He was already done, but
Black Sabbath was done. But
classic stuff, unbelievable stuff they put out.
I got to see Randy Rhoads play.
You did?
Yes.
I didn't get to go.
Yes. He was in Huntington.
Wow.
It was 1981, 82. Mom forced me to go to church, and my church was boycotting. There was boycotts.
Yeah.
Ozzy's
So
coming.
you went through your own church's boycott to go to see Ozzy.
Well, I remember the preacher coming to me. Hey, we're gonna go up and boycott, Ozzy at the Civic Center. He said, "You involved?" And I already had tickets.
I said, "Yeah, I'm involved."
I said, I looked at the preacher and said, "I'll be there." Because I had tickets. I was going. I'll be there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, awesome. All right, so back to news.
Back to news.
Well,
We don't have no news.
We didn't really see anything. We talked about Gene. So Gene Simmons came back out.
Yeah, well, Paul and Gene's going to do Kiss Invades Las Vegas or something like that.
Okay.
And they talked about bringing, I think.
So you know more about this than me.
Bruce Kulick.
Yeah.
It would be really cool if they brought some other guys back. But
I just wish they would do like one show with Ace and Peter.
That's what
play a song or two.
Even if they just do Unplugged like they did before the. Yeah.
I understand.
No, they're not going to do makeup. They're not going to do a full-scale show. It's just going to be kind of like a Kiss convention,
right?
like they used to have, but it's going to be in Las Vegas.
But they will have backups. They will have Tommy Thayer, and they will have Eric Singer.
Yeah.
Because Ace and Ace has been sober for like 20 years though.
He's done good.
But he's out there.
Yeah.
He's out there. You can't depend on him. I've been through it.
His playing isn't what it used to be.
No.
But he is 78, 76.
Yeah, they're in the they're getting to their mid 70s.
Yeah, so it would be cool if they could get 4 of them on the stage without makeup, whatever, for the 50th anniversary. But they're not saying that. They're saying Bruce Kulick is the special guest. So we'll see.
Well, I hear Eddie Trunk. I listen to a lot of Eddie Trunk. And, he's always about, this band should do this, should do that for the fans. Fuck you, Eddie. I like Eddie Trunk.
You don't have to put up with the personalities.
These bands don't owe us anything. They don't owe us
They've already put
nothing.
out, a lot of.
They owe us nothing. You don't know about the inner dynamics. We've dealt with inner dynamics of bands. People get, in their lives. We dealt with a couple band members. I'm not going to name names. To where
we still love them.
We love them to death. Yeah. We love them. And
they made great contributions to the band.
But if they evolve in their life to where you can't depend on them,
you can't bring them back.
Yeah, I'm just not going to do that. Yeah, you can't bring them back. It is what it is. So another thing, Molly Crew was doing something, right? So right there, Molly Crew. Let's bring that up here. Molly Crew. Oh, so they canceled something. So Vince Neil had some kind of medical procedure. Okay, so their Las Vegas. Okay, so I can close it. Their Las Vegas residency got canceled.
Maybe you had weight loss surgery.
Something. I hope so. Hope he did what I did and get those magic shots.
Magic shots, yeah.
It's like, I'll tell Pam it's like Forrest Gump, the magic legs. And I'll look at her, I'll go, magic shots.
Magic shots.
Whatever it is, it works. Yeah, Vince, I'm not sure what's going on with Vince. Cool fact, Eddie buried his, so this guitar, so I'm going to point the Bumblebee there, which
original Bumblebee.
I have a copy of. The Bumblebee guitar is the original. We're a little bit behind on the video. Is buried with Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah.
The original one. Wolfie's awesome drummer. Yep.
Oh, we talked about the song yesterday earlier, and you said bring it up on the.
Okay, bring it up. Yesterday.
What about the song yesterday? Do we want to do a cover of it?
I mean,
or just do it for the fun?
Just for us.
Just for the fun of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we need to release anything.
Yeah. But it's a really cool song. And
then you talked about Hey Jude.
Yeah. I'd like to learn that on the piano. Yeah. I need to do that.
Yeah. We'll piano's right out there.
Out there? Yeah.
We'll drag it in. Hey Jude.
Maybe I'm Amazed is another one that I really like.
One of my favorite post Beatles song is Imagine.
Yeah.
John Lennon.
It's a poignant song. Very.
And it's very against religion, right?
Yeah. But in a good way. If that makes any sense.
So it's I always think of this as a Star Trek world.
Yeah.
A Star Trek
It's
world.
in a Star Trek world.
Star Trek world. Yeah. You know that.
But he's saying, imagine that stuff. Imagine if that could be.
Yeah.
It's really amazing if you think about what he is thinking about when he's writing it.
Exactly. So, a world where everyone is one.
Because religion has created a lot of wars over the years.
Yeah. The Crusades, bad time.
Bad time. Yeah.
Bad time. 500 years of lawlessness.
And still
the Dark Ages.
It's still in the Middle East. It's still religion is creating a lot of wars.
Okay, anyone look up the Dark Ages. It's like 500 years of lawlessness. Look it up.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? So we've been a country for what?
200 years.
250.
250, yeah.
250 years. Can you think of twice as long as that without any law at all?
Without any law. That's crazy.
It's craziness. Anyway,
brings to mind the movie The Purge.
yeah, that's why they call it the Dark Ages. I would say it was very dark during that
Very
time.
dark, yeah.
So let's be thankful that we live in the time now. You know, we all got our differences and all of our
party lines.
Yeah, how we think things should be run, but it could be much worse.
It could be a lot worse. It could
be a lot worse.
Total lawlessness for 500 years.
Yeah, whatever.
That'd be wrong.
All right, so let's switch to another topic. So maybe some of you all have saw that I got me a toy.
He got him a toy.
I got me a toy. I got the hat on.
Got the hat on.
Representing
Corvette.
Got me a toy.
Got him a C8. A very nice car.
So that has motivated Mr. Duane.
Yeah.
For how long? Dwayne's got a Ferrari 308 GTS that you've had for how long? It's a 1981.
81. I've had it for probably 15 to 20 years. I can't remember.
Okay, so Dwayne's got a very fucking cool.
I bought it at the bottom of what its value was, and the value has went up, which is good for me.
Do you know anyone else that has a Ferrari? I do not. So, but it's been down.
It's been down. It has its problems, and I'm trying to get them fixed.
So I got me a C8 just a month ago, and it's motivated the Duane here. So
yeah, I'm trying to get my car fixed up so we can take it to car shows.
We want to go to car
together.
shows. We want to go to car shows, and try and look cool.
Yeah,
we're gonna try.
We'll break out the New Balance.
Well, yeah, the cars will look cool, but we won't.
Yeah, maybe not.
The cars will look cool, but we won't.
Yeah.
So with me getting this car,
maybe I'll get my car up and running.
And I've got Duane. Red Barchetta's better. No shit.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nobody. I'd love to have a Barchetta.
Nobody can afford a red Barchetta. I got one.
A model?
Yeah, my model.
Your little model? Yeah.
You didn't see it?
Yeah, you gave it. You showed it to me.
Yeah, I got a red Barchetta, but it's this big.
Yeah. Red Barchetta, that's awesome.
Yes, and then we got our buddy Alvin.
When he gets his Batmobile ready,
well,
we'll all three go to shows.
It's running now.
Running?
It's running now, and now it's ready for paint. He's drove it around. So
yeah.
So all three of us, so the Passion Remains guys, 3 of the 4 of us, have got some cars to go to car shows.
Well, Kyle can bring a chopper. He's got a fancy chopper.
I don't know if he still has it. I don't know. But anyway, 3 of the 4 of us have got some cars. So Alvin's Batmobile, I think, is ready for paint. His paint guy kind of reneged on him, but I'm kind of hooking him up with the guy from work.
Okay.
He's going to go look at it.
Paint is expensive anymore.
Yeah.
A paint job. That's $5,000 to $7,000.
Yeah, I think maybe Alvin's might trump both of ours.
And mine, yeah. Once he gets done with it, it'll be worth more than both of ours. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I'm gonna say maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how good a job you done on it. What's Chris Atkins will join? What's he got? What's Chris Atkins got?
He's had some.
He's had some stuff.
He's
But,
had some good stuff.
yeah, but he told Tyler at work, he said, I see your dad got a Corvette. Yeah. Yep, I got a fucking nice one.
You got a good one. Yeah.
What you got? Yeah. I don't know. Old cars, new cars.
Chris Atkins is welcome to come to the car shows with us.
Yes.
We like to go to car shows.
Yeah, we haven't been yet.
We think we will.
Yeah, we haven't been yet, but yeah, we're going to hit up car shows.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're done.
Okay.
Peace out, people. Little studio work here. We didn't talk about our fucking music. Shit. So we got Kyle Baldridge, Kyle number 2, coming over Wednesday. Yeah. So we kind of been on hiatus since last fall, really.
Yeah.
So we took a break during the holidays, and then our buddy Alvin had some medical shit going on.
It was rough. Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff happens when you get old. It may be me, it may be you next week, but I think we're ready.
Healthy now.
We're healthy. We're ready to get back on the.
Trying to record again.
Yep. Oh, we got this. We can talk about that for a second.
You got some new car books to talk about.
So this is Neil Peart's last book that he was working on, the Silver Surfers. So Neil had a.
I get the reflection.
Yep. Just hold it still. So Neil Peart, he was working on a book. A little bit more. Yeah. Maybe just hold it there. So Neil Peart had a very cool collection. It was very selective. Silver Surfers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them were silver. And then the one that was not silver was which one?
The Cobra.
The Cobra. So Neil was very selective in what he got. My favorite one is the 63 Vet because it's American. And he was Canadian.
I like the Miura.
Miura? Yeah.
Lamborghini.
Oh yeah, I'm a Lambo guy.
Yeah.
I don't know as much about them as you, but some very cool cars. And we haven't even broke this open. And
yeah, that's the reason it's so shiny and reflecting in the.
Yeah, I bought the book, and I'm not going to keep it sealed up. We're going to open it up and look at it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let someone else enjoy the book. I want to enjoy it. I'm not one to keep stuff pristine.
Yeah.
For resale, I want to enjoy the stuff, like the car.
Yeah.
Like the car. I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to keep it in the garage and keep the miles off of it for someone else to enjoy. I'm going to drive it.
Yep.
And
I'm going to drive it.
Yep. And you're going to drive it.
And then I'm going to drive mine.
And I'm going to drive yours.
Yep. It's totally different animals. Because of the years.
Yes.
They're actually the same type of car, but it's what? 50 years between them? 40 years?
Yep. But they're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll enjoy them together.
This is my first toy car.
Yeah.
My first toy car. But anyway, thanks for everyone for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and sign out. I think we're probably longer than we thought we was going to go. We had a lot to talk about because we hadn't done anything in a while. So peace out, people. We'll finish out with our usual
You.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Later.
Bye.